Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. The Huskers will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Air Force Falcons offense takes the field. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's Busha getting some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
The Falcons send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time today. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide out in motion. The handoff to Johnson. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The back goes in motion. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. 1st down for this offense. Handoff to the single running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Goes to the option. He'll keep it himself. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They're trying to get to it. What a snag by the defense. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Huskers! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee, and they'll bring it to the 25. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. To the air, it's Busha. He's got his man, and he's knocked down. Great veteran presence in the pocket. He knew he was going to take a hit on that one. Looking to throw for it. Buying some time. He'll pull it down. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Harris. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third, and it's caught! Touchdown, Air Force!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, the ground game. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very interesting first 2 quarters in Lincoln. And a compelling first half for a variety of reasons. yes, there's a substantial lead to talk about, but I think it all starts with this defense that has more than made its share of big plays. If things keep trending in this direction, you can bet a ton of those backs and receivers are going to spend a lot of time in ice baths before the end of the day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Falcons will kick it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Scanning the field, it's Raiola. They're bringing heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
The Huskers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Running it back, it's Harris. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll give it to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off Leon or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Now on the option. He'll toss it. At the 45 on his way. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. Back to throw. It's Busha. Feeling some heat. Unloads to the right. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Alabama is putting on an offensive clinic, the likes of which we've seldom seen, and this program has had some legendary players. They're up by 31 over the Royals. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quick strike complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Looking to throw on second down. Caught near the sticks. It's Fedone. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. From the 39-yard line, it's first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Pocket starts to collapse. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. They'll throw it on first down. He spins that thing down the middle.
Really nice job there by the safety back in the middle of the field. You see his range and his speed. He's able to close on the ball and then knock it away. Nice play.
Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Cornhuskers will snap it on first and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Finds his man. It's Nair. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. Absolutely perfect. Final minute of play, all locked up, or we headed to overtime.
And that's why this kid is so automatic. Set him up anywhere on the field, and he puts it right down the pipe.
Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense getting set for first down. The give to the back. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. To the air, it's Busha. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. It's now second down after the short completion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete, the final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Toss sweep. Try to get it outside to the right. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Banks. They get him down with this offensive setup. First and goal from the 9. Here comes first and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. And man, just a soul-crushing turnover by this offense here in overtime.
It's so tough throwing the ball down in this area of the field, right? The windows are so much smaller, and they open and they close so much quicker. You've got to be so precise with timing and accuracy if you're the quarterback. And that time, it came back to bite him. Just didn't execute well enough.
Comes out throwing on first down. Slings it. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. The give to the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The option look. He's in! A game-winning touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.